Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Leamoy and this is Easy Bakes with Leamoy. This video is going to be a bit different. I won't be sharing any recipe, but I will be telling you about the basic baking equipment. As you've seen, they're here, and I'll also tell you where you can shop for them and at a very fair price. So this video is basically going to be about the basic baking equipment for a beginner and on a budget. I hope you're going to enjoy, and make sure that you subscribe to this channel for more recipes, for more tips on baking, and like this video if you find it helpful. So without further ado, let's roll to the video. So to start us off, I'm going to start with the measuring cups, and with me here I have the measuring cups that I normally use. I got this at 350 bob from a shop in town called Royal Cut, but I'm going to link their IG page in the description box. Measuring cups are very important when it comes to baking because one wrong move and the cake might backfire. So you have to make sure that you be consistent in your measuring, and if at all you don't have this cup or you can't access them, you can still use the normal mug. So in case I choose to use this mug, I have to make sure that I'm consistent. If it is the milk, 1 cup, if the recipe says 1 cup, make sure that you use 1 cup of this. If it's 2 cups of flour, make sure that you use the same cup that you use to measure the milk to measure the flour. So as long as you're consistent, your cake will be fine. So in case you can't access the measuring cups, make sure that you do. And they come in different sets. Now, like this one is one cup. We also have this one is half a cup, and they go decreasing in that order. The next thing you're going to need is a whisk. This is very important when it comes to baking. It makes your mixing very easy, especially if it's the wet ingredients, and also when you're mixing the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients. So make sure that you have a whisk. It's going to help you a lot. Any whisk can do. Yeah, the next item will be this silicone spatula. You've seen me use it quite often in my other videos. It helps to ensure that you fold in the ingredients very nicely, and also helps you to have a clean work when you're transferring your wet ingredients to maybe mix it with the dry ingredients. And also once the cake batter is ready, when you're transferring it to your baking tin, it helps to scrap off everything from the corners instead of using a spoon. So make sure you get one. I got this also from the same shop in town, Royal Cut, and I got it at around 200 to 250. So when you're starting your baking journey, make sure that you have this. It's going to come in handy. In terms of silicone, we also have the silicone brush. This brush is used when you're dealing maybe with egg wash, and you have to brush the egg wash on your bread or the buns or the cinnamon rolls. These are things that I've not yet shared the recipe here on YouTube, but I'm going to work on them. So in case you find this, make sure that it's also a baking essential and it's good for a beginner, especially if you are into home baking. I got this from the same shop at 250. So include that also in your budget. And then onto this paper, they have a cling film. This is very essential when you're dealing with yeast based bakes. Yeah, if that's a word. Yeah, so this is used to cover your, if it's the bread and you're waiting for it to rise, you can cover it using this cling film. This one, I got it from a supermarket at around 120 shillings. So in case you find this, you make sure that you also get it for your kitchen. It's going to come in handy. Also, we have this parchment paper. It's used in lining your baking tins, especially if you're not using the flour and the margarine like I've been doing. So you can use the parchment paper. It's also going to come in handy when you're working with recipes such as for Swiss roll, of which that's so much content. I also have to film that one for you. But in case also you're on your shopping and you find the parchment paper, get it. I got 5 pieces of them at 50 bob. So it's roughly one paper, it goes for 10 bob. Last but not least, I'm going to now talk about the tins. Here I have the tins for making the cupcakes. You can get this that holds 6 cupcakes, and this also that holds 12 cupcakes. This one is roughly 600, this one maximum around 1000. Also, you can find them in any baking shop, and you're going to have fun making the cupcakes. And when you're at cupcakes, you can also get these cupcake holders, these papers. I think this packet went for around 400, and they were 100 pieces. So as you can see, it's roughly 4 bob for each cupcake paper. So make sure you get this one so that you can try out the cupcakes recipe in case I'm going to share them. The other things, instead of getting this, you can also get this from the Joakali people. They sell these single cupcake holders, but I'd advise that you go for the tin because it's easier to work with instead of like having to line this each and every time. Maybe you want to make more cupcakes, but you have to buy so many of these. And also I feel like this one gives the cupcake a bit more shape. For the other tins now, the tins come in different sizes depending on the quantity of cake you're going to bake. So for this one, when you use this one, you'll get a cake roughly half a kg. Then I also have this one for 1 kg. This one was at 200. This one was at 1 kg is at 300. Then you've seen that I've made loaf cakes quite severally. I've been using this. I can also use this to make bread. So also make sure that you get this one. And there's also this one when you're making maybe the buns or the cinnamon rolls. And all these things are very, very, very affordable. This was the last one that I got, and I got it at 350. And it's going to be very useful in your baking escapade. So I'm going to share a contact where you can find these things. The person I'm going to share the contact is based in town, CBD, and her name is Lynet. So you'll find her contact in the description box. Yes, that's it for this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it and you found it helpful, and that you're going to buy the basic essentials and that you're going to have fun while baking. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.